Hello, hello, hello. That is way too quiet. Holy cow. So, Elden Ring released in February of 2022, I think. And prior to yesterday, I hadn't played it since launch. The game launched and it took me about 125 hours, so like 3 weeks of on and off play. A lot of on and off play, but it took like 3 weeks to beat the game. And then I hadn't played it since until yesterday. I intended to start the DLC yesterday at time of recording. It's 2 days post-launch. I had intended to start it just the day after launch, but I forgot that I had New Game Plus'd this character. And so, like, if you look at the map, I have a whole bunch of sites of grace on the left, but like on the right side and a lot of the stuff underground, I actually hadn't re-explored yet. So I actually had to spend about 3 or 4 hours just getting back to Moog here and beating him. It took maybe like 7 or 8 attempts to beat Moog again. And then I already knew that the DLC started here at Miquella's Cocoon, but I walked up to it and I couldn't do anything. And so from there, I was kind of stuck because the game doesn't give you any indication at all about how to start the DLC. I mean, the only reason I knew to come here was because of the internet. And so I theorized maybe I have to go beat Melania because she's connected in this game's lore with Miquella. And so the remainder of the stream yesterday was just, again, I've already been there, but kind of just rushing through on this New Game Plus run to Miquella and then grabbed a few attempts on her before remembering, oh yeah, Miquella or Melania is impossible. And so I gave up and then Googled it, and the answer is I had to go beat Radahn. Again, no indication whatsoever that you have to beat Radahn before coming here, but you do. And so off stream, I went and killed Radahn, and now here we are. And then there's this NPC who was not here before, and so now, from here on, this is all new. I know... I'm trying to think. I know that they added some kind of perfect parry mechanic in some form. And besides that, I know literally nothing about this DLC at all. I don't know where it takes place. I don't know the implications for the lore. Obviously, it has something to do with Miquella. I really know absolutely nothing. So I'm very excited to get started.
Were you guided here by kindly Miquella? I am Leda. And like you, I was guided by faith along his honorable path. Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported to the realm of shadow where Miquella the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Miquella's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid.
Interesting. See, that was going to be one of my first questions is, like, where does the DLC take place? Because, like, there's plenty of room on the map. You could do more, I don't know, off to the side or something, or in the ocean. There's a bunch of space underground. But I also knew from just watching some lore videos on this game that Miquella is associated with, I think, sleep or dreams. I'm not 100% on that, but I think that's the case, and so kind of makes sense.
Come now. Touch the withered arm and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
All right, let's go. Good timing on that. Okay. What the fuck? Look at the little chunks falling off the Erd tree. They're actually moving, like it isn't totally frozen. What in the hell? Look how cool that looks. Now, obviously, we burned the Erd tree, or at least in the base playthrough I did. God damn, that looks cool. Okay, sorry, I'm just going to spend 20 hours just looking at how cool this is. that an enemy over there with like a fire, like where my head is? Is that like a cauldron on its back? One moment, you might hear the game audio pause for just a moment if I ever alt tab. Shadow Realm Blessing? Scattertree Blessing and Revered Spirit Ash Blessing. Okay, so obviously I don't have either one. This is so cool. It's like... Oh, these are graves. I thought they were like grouping plants. What in the hell? Man, that looks cool. Okay, well obviously I'm supposed to go forward, but I want to go... Oh. My god. Like a kid in a candy store here. I want everything. Acquire materials. White flesh mushroom. Milky white mushroom that grows in sullen lands. Easily found everywhere in the realm of shadow. The flesh of the mushroom is similar to raw meat and can serve as pot innards. Okay. Look at the ocean. Look how good it looks from a distance. A lot of times when you look at like distant environmental detail, it'll be like very obviously tiled, and this is still, you know, there's still like a repeating pattern to it, but I think that looks really good. Look, there's another one. I wonder if those are like roughly equivalent to the bell turtles, like the mausoleums. Oh. I didn't see the bird. Didn't expect sound? Yeah, me neither. You know, I'm gonna... That was a good message. Enjoy the healing. Rump, oh rump. Look at the sky. Look at all those clouds, wow. What the fuck? Look at that dragon. That's going to be this whole playthrough, is just, wow, look at that thing, look at this other thing. Just for another 100 hours. I thought that was a bird making that noise, but I think maybe it wasn't a bird. I see some enemies. Does it make the sound at all of these grave sites? Kinda. Wasn't expecting a horror game. What are you doing up there? Okay. Oh look, there's something over there too. Oh, hi. You look awesome. Ow. Oh god, he's never stopped spinning. He's got like blades for hands. Okay. Oh, he's got blades on his feet, too. Oh, no. My black flame. No. What is this, like a river of souls? Rada. What? I've already gotten Rada fruit. Is this one like a rotted Rada fruit? Easily found everywhere in the realm of shadows. Berry-like fruit that grows into spirit grave grass, though its bitter taste makes it unsuitable for consumption by humans. Okay. Are you okay? These guys give not all that much less than the big evil guy. I don't know where to go first. Red flesh mushroom as opposed to the white flesh one. Okay. Okay, what's up with the tree? These things are getting me 700 a pop. Like, that's not an insignificant amount for how easy they are to kill. I'm already probably over-leveled for this, this area, but I guess I don't know. Hefty cracked pot. Okay. What is a hefty cracked pot? Probably a key item, right? A cracked pot ritual. Hefty cracked pot items. Mends itself with broken. The greater potentates of Bonnie Village craft these and store them in the frozen jail. Well, speaking of greater potentates. Try attacking? You're lying. Good message, good message. Now, being a ruins, if this is like the base game, I would expect to find like a little underground bunker somewhere. Mesmer. Haven't heard the word mesmer since Guild Wars 1. So obviously there's that guy, who I will go visit in short order. I want to spend some more time here. It looks like there's a path up. Like maybe I can climb this? Sort of. Was that intended? Oh, is this how I was supposed to get up? Yeah, okay, this looks more like it. Much better. Much less horse jank. Okay, so I can jump over there and grab a thing or two. What is through here? Surely nothing could go wrong. I thought that might be a teleporter. Blade of Mercy. Okay. Am I going to be able to find the Blade of Mercy, I wonder? I may have already passed it. Okay, so here I am in the bows and the staves and stuff, so it's not that. Can I sort these? L sorts by... I wish I could sort them by name. Blade of Mercy? What did that look like? If I was a Blade of Mercy... It might also not be a weapon. It might be a, like a key item or something. There's the Blade of Calling. That's something. Okay, is it like a key item? I got one of these things earlier. In the base game. Where the heck is the Blade of Mercy? I want to find it. Arrows, bolts, shields, head. Right, it must be a weapon and I must have missed it. Right, it's not consumable somehow. Blade of... okay, let's... find it again. I want to make sure it wasn't here. Okay, so where the heck is the Blade of Mercy. I'm just going to go backwards. Blade of Mercy. Trying to make sure I don't, like, scan over it too quickly. I mean, it's a blade, so you wouldn't expect it to be down with the axes. You'd expect it to be up top, but I didn't see it up top. I know this probably isn't thrilling gameplay. I really like to read the item descriptions and try to get into the world. Where the hell is the Blade of Mercy? Blade of Calling? There was a different blade below. What the... Where did it go? I must have just missed it, right? Go a little slower this time. Just check everything. If this game just let me sort things alphabetically, then this would be very easy. Oh, wait, order of acquisition. Is that forward or backwards? It's not here? Are these all sorted by order of acquisition? Oh, it's a talisman. Okay. Raises attack power after each critical hit. God, that took a while. A thin bloodstained dagger no longer fit for use. Raises attack power after each critical hit. Horn Scent employed this to honorably end the suffering of a compatriot. After claiming numerous lives, the dagger is now broken, but has acquired a special aura. Yeah, that's my bad. I should have found that sooner. Or realized that there was a better sorting option. Looks like I could totally jump over there too and get up top, which I will do very shortly. But let me go over here first. Oh god, I forget that it, like, launches you forward when you do that. Okay, back up top. Oh god. I'm taking a very roundabout route to actually get up top. Oh, hello. Black Firefly. What's a Black Firefly? 5 of them. Flies in burnt and war-torn lands. They burn in dark and slender ribbons of fire. Flies in war-torn lands that have been scoured by Mesmer's flame. I wonder if the Mesmer is... Mesmer sounds like a name, like it didn't say a Mesmer's flame. My thought was maybe those things are Mesmers. It would seem... probably not. Okay, how do I get up there again? I just did it. Is it this way? Okay, one sec. I lost my bearings a little bit. Let me just work my way back up. Or maybe I can do it just around the side on the bottom here. Probably not. Oh my god. Come on, horsey. Do your horsey double jump. There we go. There's a nice horsey double jump. Onward to this. Okay, so now I just need to very carefully run around. Clearly this is intended. I mean, knowing From Software, it wouldn't surprise me if this actually was intended. Because, you know, it lets me do it. I see a lot of other people have the same... Oh, shh! God damn it. But just think, if I could get up there and then get on my horse and do a double jump, maybe I could make it up top. Okay, let me go grab my money. Thankfully pretty close by. No, it's not pretty close by. It's way up to... Oh my god, okay. Let me back up. I don't even know if I had that many souls, but... Oh my god. Okay. Now we're back up here. I can run through. Because it kind of looks like there's something at the top, doesn't it? Where is my... Is my money actually up here? If I die again here, that's fine too. I didn't have that many souls. Okay, so I just have to keep... I wonder if it's going to let me get on the horse here. Nope. Okay, well. I guess let's... Oh my god, this is so dumb. Oh god, it's easier to go up than it is to go down. Wait, can I jump over there? Get me out of here. God. I like to think that Miyazaki, like, intentionally did this. You know, make it just wide enough that the physics engine allows you to pull this crap. I might still die from some of these heights, so... Can I might be able... Let's try this. Okay. I'm alive. Let's go. Okay. Now I can actually progress the playthrough. Let me top up. That took way longer than it should have. Okay, let's go say hello. What's your deal? Oh my god! That thing looks amazing! And it kicks, Is that an explosion? Oh, God. Okay, let's go get it, I guess. Do you think it's susceptible to black flame? Okay, at least that's short-lived. Okay, you can actually dodge that with a dodge roll. Oh god, it's so strong. I really want to kill it, though. You probably can't bleed this. Because, you know, it doesn't appear to have any blood. That's actually pretty easy to dodge. Oh, here we go. How do I just staggered it, but I couldn't. That's early. I didn't see how to. Okay. Let me put on something that removes, or that boosts fire damage negation. Actually, I have multiple of these. I have 2 different Flame Drake talismans. Maybe I'll wear both of them. Let's just leave that on for now. And see how much this helps. If this becomes tedious to the point of, you know, it not being fun, then I can stop. The fact that it's, like, sending out such a flurry makes me kind of think maybe I'm not supposed to do it. But also, do I care that I'm not supposed to do it? Ow. This is new. What is this? I dodged it. Okay. Okay, now can I do something from this? Because I staggered him, but I don't see a weak point. It buffered my heal for like 3 seconds. I tried to dodge roll the third one. It just buffered the heal. Thank you, Miyazaki. The thing also seemed to have a face, so maybe I could even like shoot it with arrows. I think I'll just try this like 1 or 2 more times. I'm not gonna... It's pretty clear that this thing is... Obviously, it is possible to kill it, but it seems pretty obviously a little beyond me right now. Well, what's your game plan here? Oh, no. Get me out of there! That's insane. Nope, switch. It won't switch targets while the foot's in the air. Oh my god. Miyazaki! Miyazaki, the buffers! That attempt doesn't count. I got eaten once and then it wouldn't let me switch targets. It's not my fault. I'm not bad. It's the game. It's not me. Not my fault. This is actually my last attempt right now, though. I don't want to... Again, it is possible to kill this. But I'm not going to waste my time right now. It might just be way the hell too strong. Wait, that's a grab. Okay, it still got me. Like a fire tornado. It's like I'm Hellmeyer in Helldivers 2. I like that my first attempt was still the best one. I don't want to get too close because that, oh, hello. That grab is killer. Early. I really, really wish it would let me target that foot while it's in the air. It doesn't let you. I guess I could do like a bunch of poise things. Like maybe I could get, I don't know why I find this so hard to dodge. Like I could do a bunch of jumping attacks or something. Yeah, I am just struggling to dodge this. I'm probably the first person in Elden Ring history to struggle to dodge an attack. How am I doing on damage? Well, I'm stuck up against a rock. That's not good. Get me out of here. I can't freaking see Miyazaki. Nor can I dodge. I have two problems. I have done, like, nothing on this guy's health, and I'm getting hit by everything. Alright, well that's my last heal, so I'm excited to... Excited to die. Grab? No. Other grab. I've decided to show mercy and let this character live. Come back when I have 99 strength, I guess. There's probably a trick to beating him. Okay, so there's nothing immediately at the tree. Let's head over there. That looks like a bit of a point of interest. Oh, it isn't. I thought those were steps. That was just an artifact of the rendering. When does he stop attacking? Oh! More birds. Okay, they're not bad, actually. Get down. Well, Miyazaki! It wouldn't... I tried to lock on, it wouldn't let me lock on. All right. Oh, it's stuck. So last time I think it did a 4-piece combo. That's a different attack. I don't want to be scared of enemies. That's one of my goals with this DLC. Is, you know, for some of these flailing enemies to slow down and actually, like, understand their attacks and not just flounder. So far, I have not been successful, but that's still my objective. So what are these? Are these enemies? Hello. I didn't mean it. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're all angry. Well, most of them are angry. Sorry, worms. Oh, they've got little arms. Do they all have arms? No, only some of them. No, they do all have arms. Okay. See, I'm learning the lore already. I didn't know that the worms had arms. I see stakes of Maracas and a summoning pool. That's interesting. Seek close quarters, therefore try slashing, try parrying. I want to parry this playthrough. Maybe I need to... If I get rid of this, can I parry? No. Do I need a parrying shield to parry? What's a parrying shield that I have? Sort by item type. Or is there like a parrying dagger or something? I just want like a small shield just only used for parrying. Not a big, massive, heavy shield. Let me go back up. I might have like a parrying dagger I can use. Or is parry a special move that you have to use? Let me check the shields for that. Okay, there's some parries. Again, let me look through my daggers quick, see if I have one that has a parry. Or one of these weapons that has a parry. Or maybe I have parry as an ash of war I could apply to something. Because I don't like using shields. But I do like parrying. Okay, new plan. Let me check my Ashes of War. Not my ashes, my, Thank you for the heal. Is it the Ashes of War? Where did Ashes of War go? Here's spells. Here's incantations. I only have one Ash of War. Did it, like, get rid of all of them when I New Game Plus, maybe? That's probably what it did. Okay, fuck it. If I have to parry, then I'll parry. Let's see what this is about. Black Jail Knight. Uh-oh, he's got a crossbow. Okay. Good lord. Remember how I was worried about being over-leveled? I am also on New Game Plus, I should clarify. This guy's a piece of cake. No problem. No problem. Man, this guy's poised, though. Okay, yeah, he just has infinite poise. I can't get multiple attacks in. Oh, okay. No follow-up? Okay. Maybe I need to turn off VSync or something. The thing about Souls games is because sprint is on B, it means that you don't dodge when you press the button, you dodge when you release the button. And on top of that, there's input latency in every game, just due to the nature of real-time rendering. And on top of that, some games will introduce additional latency, which means that, like, you know, even if I'm reacting instantly, you could probably add maybe another 7 or 8 frames on top of that to the fastest I could possibly roll, because I have to press and release the button and then wait for input latency. Which isn't anything new, it makes it hard when you're learning a boss. Okay, let's learn these moves. Poke. Okay, you don't even have time for a poke there. Nope. Yeah, because you can follow that up. Dodge. Dodge. Poke. It's faster than I thought it would be. Power move? No. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's a pretty quick attack. And reacting to it when you don't know what's coming is difficult. Or rather, reacting fast enough to actually... Like, I pressed B before I got hit there, but I didn't release and then roll before I got hit. And I can't really go attack this guy either because he'll poise through everything. So I need to wait for openings. Man, my damage is low as well. Yeah, see, I don't have time to attack and roll away there. This is going to take ages if I have to just bait the crossbow. But I'm not sure what else to do because I can't poise him. You know, sometimes you can, but he has very frequent hyper armor. Nope, see, I can't attack. You'll follow that up. Oh, he can turn 180 degrees. Okay. Good to know. Is he DMing me? Yeah, see, I can't attack. Those attacks are extremely, extremely fast. And this is me using like a one-handed weapon while light rolling. That time, it didn't buffer my roll that I pressed. That might have just been a dropped input. Because I back-rolled there, it didn't take it. I might skip this boss for now as well. I don't know, I'm dealing so little damage. And I wouldn't mind, except that because this guy has such aggressive hyper armor, it means that I really can't go in and attack until I understand his moveset a lot better. I could go for parries as well. Equip... Oh, I should equip the physical damage negation one. Item type. Is it this one? Enormously boosts physical damage negation. That'll help. I could also two-hand, but I'm trying to use my Black Flame, which maybe is a mistake. Maybe I just two-hand. I can use Black Flame here. Or when I'm dodging some of his other attacks. Like that. And when I'm doing this little damage otherwise, that's going to do quite a lot of damage, actually. Oh, what the fuck? Did you see that? What staggered me? Like, I dodged the first attack and my character just kind of got stuck. That was weird. I'm not sure what happened. I really want to beat this guy. I think with Black Flame it's pretty viable, actually. That's one reason I like using Black Flame, is against these enemies where I'm not doing much damage. The Black Flame, like, can effectively double my damage sometimes. Yeah, see, I don't even have time to use my Black Flame there. That's insane. I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. These attacks are too fast, man. For how hard they hit. Oh, good. He can heal. Okay, I just need to get a handle on this guy's moveset. He attacks so incredibly fast with these attacks that I have to be very cautious about going in. Like where are the openings? That's one. But that's only like one black flame hit. Let's see. I can do this. Yeah, see? He has so much poise. That's insane! He just input read me so hard. He was able to charge that attack and hit me with the projectile faster than I can heal, by the way. Alright, I'm out. That's dumb. I feel like I have to use Black Flame. It deals so much damage. It's so short-lived, and there's just so few opportunities. Maybe I can bait it after the sweep. I might have time to Black Flame and then dodge and then get maybe like 2 hits in to stack the Black Flame. And he's going to heal once. I'm not feeling great that the first 2... Well, the boss and then the big thing that is effectively a boss. I don't love that both of them I'm doing pitiful damage to, despite being level 186. So he does a forward hit. He does a jump attack. Jump attack. Jump attack, okay. What can you do after the jump attack? Okay, that's good damage. I mean, decent damage. Passable at best. I don't know about that one, boss. He turned like 135 degrees in the air to hit me. So what can I do? The problem I have is my Black Flame is my best source of damage. But the Black Flame lasts so short that it's most useful if I have guaranteed windows. And probably my best guaranteed window would be following his crossbow. If I could like run in there and hit him with that then. Well, I got 1 hit. And his attacks are just so incredibly fast that I just really don't trust hitting him almost any time. Not after the sweep. There's this attack, which if he follows it up, that's great, but he often doesn't. He can follow that with a jump attack, so I can't hit him there. He can follow that up, too. I'm intentionally playing it kind of passive now, just trying to get a feel for his attacks. That's a safe hit, I think. But I mean, if I have to just wait for those attacks, that's not going to be a very fun fight. Okay, that's staggered. Yeah, see, that's why I can't punish the jump attack either. Okay. That's doable. See, he didn't follow that up. I was really anticipating it so that I could hit him with the black flame, and he didn't do it. I can't attack. Nope. When do I get to attack? The combination of poise and the speed of the attacks means I can't ever go in. Because after I hit him, he will hit me with a new attack for a third of my health bar. With the charm that enormously boosts physical resistance, by the way. And he does it faster than I can recover from my quick attack while light rolling with a broadsword and roll away. That's how fast his attacks are. And I can't reliably stagger him either. And I can't reliably go in for attacks because of his variable combos. Like, there's so many attacks here that I could punish, but you won't let me because he just... I think I'm going to skip this guy for now. I don't know. I'm not powerful enough. Oh, God, the game. Is it crashing? No. Oh, I can go get the map there. I don't want to get salty this early in the playthrough. I'm sure I'll have plenty of salt later, but, like, I'm level 186, and granted I'm on New Game Plus, but still, I'm level 186. And, like, I could take this guy down with damage, but I just can't get hits reliably. I think I have to skip him. That sucks. Let's go find the map. Shake it off. Trying to open the map to see where the oh, there it is. Oh wow, how did I miss that? Okay. Let me go over this way. Also, I want to real quick read the item description for the map. It's a gravesite plain. A somber plain covered in spirit graves. The spiral tower of the Hornsent lies to the northwest, and the entire expanse is marred by the harrowing ravages of war. Let's go see what's up here. Or maybe it spirals down. I found one boss and one basically a boss. And both of them have kicked my ass. I'm off to a great start. But I was worried about being overpowered. And I would rather be underpowered, even if I'm frustrated by the attack timings on that boss. Hello. Hello, doggy. What are those glowing... It's like a camp or something over there. Good gracious. Interesting. That's the same kind of attack that Radagon uses. That's interesting that this exists in... I don't know if this is like a space created by Marika or not Marika, Mikola. I don't really know what this place is. Black steel, great hammer. Weapon of the Black Knights, servants of Mesmer the Impaler. Great hammer of black steel with decorative embellishments in gold, blessed with an Erdtree incantation. Further holy imbuement will amplify the effect and greatly increase the armament's power. Endurer. Assume an anchored stance to brace for incoming attacks, briefly boosting poise. That's cool. What do I get here, I wonder? Scadu Tree Fragment. Which is what? That'll be a key item? Probably? Or maybe it counts as an upgrade material. Bolsters Scadu Tree Blessing. A splinter of the Scadu Tree that contains golden brilliance. Acquired at the Church of Marika and other places in the Realm of Shadow. Consume these at sites of grace to bolster your Scadu Tree Blessing. The Scadu Tree Blessing bolsters the bearer's ability to deal and negate damage, but has no influence outside the Realm of Shadow. It is said that when the Scadu Tree crumbles from its core, that it will scatter across the entire Realm of Shadow. The people of the Erdtree collect the splinters and use them in prayer. I wonder, and also I have 2 of them now. I wonder if that's why I'm struggling so much against these bosses. And maybe it isn't that I'm bad. Maybe that's not the answer. Maybe it's that I don't have enough Scadu Tree in me. Ooh. Mesmer's Soldier's Axe. Weapon used by the soldiers who serve Mesmer the Impaler. One reason I like to read these item descriptions, by the way, not that anybody asked, is it tends to hint at a lot of like names of important NPCs and stuff that I'll be fighting later, and I think that's pretty awesome. A favorite of those who lost themselves utterly in their lord's war, capable of performing powerful charge attacks. Also, I'm sitting at 45 FPS here. I don't know if that's visible on stream. Like, the frame rate kind of tanked here. I don't know if something's wrong. I know there's a lot of water in this area, but like the game is just kind of slowing down now. There we go. Now it's back up. Okay, so just something about that area, probably all the water. Nothing personnel, kid. Even the little guys have a big stomp. Ooh. My god! These are basic fodder enemies, by the way. I think I need to go eat that scatter tree. Make it into a big scatter tree pie or something, because I'm getting wrecked by, like, every single enemy. And they all have a million attacks that just kill me. Who knew that the Elden Ring DLC would be hard? What's a fire coil? Is that a key item? Is that one of these? Is that a consumable? I can't sort these. I have 2 fire coils. Uses FP to conjure a tiny fiery snake. A device of fire used by Mesmer soldiers. Fire was a symbol of the crusade, and even Mesmer's rank-and-file soldiers would wield it. I kind of want to try this. Just to see what it does. I'll go use it on an enemy. So cool. Oh, that's where the dragon is. Okay. Oh, I'm like in part of a new map here. Obviously, I can't get down there yet, but... I was like physically craning my head there as if that would let me see further. You know what? Let's go do an experiment. A scientific experiment. I don't have very many runes, so I don't really care about them very much. I would like to travel back to here. I'd like to... I guess I can just fight an enemy. I wanted to go fight the boss and then see if the Scatter Tree Blessing like makes a difference. I think I'm just going to do it here before I go over there. Yes. Yes. Oh, I need 2. Okay, well I have 2 of them now. Is that good? I'm going to head over to this gravesite. I'm not going to do a bunch of other attempts at the boss. I want to see if I'm doing noticeably more damage. And this is where maybe I should have gone and actually looked at the numbers first. But I'll give this guy an attempt. Probably, I'm guessing I don't do more damage directly, but... I mean, what do I know? And then if he still kicks my ass, I'm not going to keep grinding it right now. I just want to do some science. That's another reason why I try so carefully to avoid spoilers in these games, even mechanical ones. I think there's a lot of people who classify mechanical spoilers versus like narrative spoilers differently, and for me they're really one and the same. I just want to see what this looks like. That's cool. But like, if this works the way that I think it does, and I actually just get to enjoy extra damage against like all the bosses and stuff, then I will have been very happy that I didn't learn about that early. Inconclusive. Also, I only have 1, so... Okay, so this is possible for him to do this attack, yep. Now that he's two-handing. Yep, can't follow that. Maybe I should just let myself die and not waste the time. There we go. Now he's going to heal, but... I forgot about that one. Okay, hopefully that's his only heal. Fancy attack? Okay, so after the sprint, I have to wait. What the fuck? The input reading. I like that Miyazaki denies that this game has input reading when it very obviously does. Okay, that's working. Okay, is this just do jump attacks the whole time, the boss? Those are some good hits. Good. What? Cheater. What? Okay, he's out of heals. That's good. I have another black flame. Okay, I learned I don't have time after that. Eat black flame. Okay, I got one. See, this is my best attempt so far. Is that just because, you know, I got some good hits in, or is it because of the scatter tree? Maybe both. That was my bad. Can't blame Miyazaki on that one. That does seem to stagger pretty consistently. Okay, so I should just be doing that the whole time, right? Oh god. Okay, I'm bad. Okay, I found the strategy. I am going to do that again because those jump attacks. If I can reliably stagger him, I can do this fight. Jury's still out on whether the Scatter Tree Blessing definitively helps or not. Oh, I got lucky there. Uh-oh, my cat wants to walk in front of my monitor. Pixel, I'm in the middle of a tense boss fight. I need to see the screen. Excuse me, Pixel. Oh my goodness, hi. My cat might get me killed here. Which is always a distinct possibility when trying to do anything. Is that the clue that he does jump attacks, that you're supposed to do jump attacks too? That was dumb. That was not my fault, actually. That was a buffered input from the first one. That made me roll backwards into damage on the second one. Which is a common problem in Souls games. I can beat this guy with jump attacks, no problem. Pixel, I am actually streaming, though. What do you think? You want to come sit down? Pixel was very brave today. I had a tornado warning earlier, which is why I'm streaming this late and not early. In fact, technically, the tornado watch, it was going to originally end just a little bit ago. It ended a little early. Good timing on that. Double black flame hit. Let's go. I hit the thing. Yep. Okay. So note to self, don't follow that up ever. That is a pet peeve of mine, is when there are certain kinds of variable combos in this game that work and certain ones that just don't. And those kinds of combos are unfair, because if it can attack you sometimes, that means that for all intents and purposes, you can't ever follow that up. Because you always have to account for the possibility of damage. He does BM you, wow. Hard programmed BM behavior. That's a Dark Souls 2 thing. I was out of position there, couldn't do a big power attack. Oh, I also forgot to drink my sippy juice. Nice. Nice, Mark. Great work. I just gave away 3 heals for nothing. That was pretty frustrating too. Like right there, he sprinted at me and then went into a jump attack, which retroactively caused my dodge timing to be wrong, even though in most cases that would have been correct. I can't follow this up. Yep. Good. That was a double black flame hit. Unfortunately, I only have one heal left, so I have to be pretty careful. Unlucky. He just decided to do two of them there. Miyazaki, I pressed dodge roll. What the fuck? That one's not on me. That was twice in a row. This game drops inputs. I swear to God. I swear to God, I released the jump button comfortably before both of those hits, and they still both killed me. Like, I'm gonna... If I press and release about as fast as I can, I'm gonna see if this... Yeah, that gets picked up on the microphone. So, like, listen and then watch the delay. It's like a quarter second. You see that? That's... Yeah, that's actually like a quarter second. Can I, like, turn off VSync or something? Maybe it doesn't let you. Again, so that means... Now, in the real game, it's not actually a quarter second because you can anticipate. And when you release, it's really fast. Well, still not that fast. There's noticeable delay, which makes it very, very difficult. See, like, right there, he can sometimes do an attack that that swings in maybe like a quarter second. Sometimes he does the slower wind-ups. Very difficult to account for either one. Can't follow that up. He can even follow it with a jump attack. Excellent. Okay, going a little better. Going a lot better, actually. Okay, that's fine. Good, he got his heal out of the way. Okay. And I'm getting that slow tick healing from my Wondrous Physic. See, like, that attack hit me where several of his other attacks with the same timing would not have. Which probably just means I need a better dodge time away from this guy in a number of circumstances. Didn't think that would hit me. Okay, thank God he didn't follow that up, to be honest. He, like, backed away there. I've never seen a boss back away before. Okay. Okay. I pressed roll, Miyazaki. Come on! These attacks. He's just picking all the... He sprinted to me and finished his attack before I could finish one heal. That's not reasonable, Miyazaki. Assault's out in full force. Okay. Come on, he's so close. I'm not risking this. Oh my God. I beat a boss in the Elden Ring DLC. Just an enemy, by the way. I just got a lot of stuff for that. I've never been so owned in all my life. Yeah, you don't need to tell me. I've been bad this whole playthrough. I've been live for an hour and 38 minutes. And I've killed one boss. And it's like a half a boss, really, because it's just like a crypt guy. I only have one Scadu Tree Blessing. You know, so I'm kind of lacking in that department. And that guy was still only worth 70k, despite this being New Game Plus. That kind of makes me think that maybe those blessings are worth more than I thought they would be. Oh God, run away from the birds. I'm just looking for a Site of Grace at this point. Hey, I found one. What's that next to it? Could it be an NPC? Oh, hey, it's, someone. You. Hi, you. Oh my gosh, you messed it up. Hey, more scatter trees. What's... Touch cross. Carved words coalesce. I abandon here the first of the flesh of my body. Okay, so I'll talk to these characters. Let's use my blessings. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it does yet. It says it like the description of the item, which I don't think I have anymore at this point. It's something about like receiving less damage and dealing more damage in this area. Because I got here and I got wrecked. Like, you see that large character over there? I don't know if you've done any of the DLC yet, but that guy is technically killable, but I just deal so little damage that it's just impossible. And I wonder if he really is that strong, or whether it's that everything in the DLC is basically like way overtuned intentionally, and then you sort of scale it back down yourself to reasonable with these items. That's the impression I get.
Ah, Lady Leda spoke of you. You're that tarnished. Guided here by kindly Mikola. Weren't we all? I am Freya. I once fought alongside General Radahn.
Wow.
In battle, you can be sure I'll hold my own. Oh, another thing. Did you speak to our dour little friend? If you've yet to do so, have him give you a map of the Cross's whereabouts. You'll find more of them dotted about these lands. They are Mikola the Kind's footprints.
Mikola the Kind. I don't know if I heard Mikola referred to in that way. Yeah, I got this mask early from I think that character in like the fake Blythe, the one that's howling in the ruins, whatever. And I just thought it looked awesome, so this is just what I wear now.
You've yet to do so, assuming you would.
Empyrean Blood Burgeon. What's an Empyrean Blood Burgeon? Exceedingly rare to find. Said to burgeon forth from where the golden blood of Mikola, the wounded Empyrean, pooled. Yeah, the Empyreans are fascinating in this game. Like, Mikola, Melania, I think a lot of, like, the major characters are all Empyreans. Ronnie is an Empyrean.
Fie, another. Treading the heels of Mikola. Then, as that woman would surely say, we are in our purposes well aligned. But understand, your kind are not forgiven.
What did I do?
The Earth Tree is my people's enemy. By Marika long betrayed. Set aflame. I believe Mikola's apologies when he says our delivery will come, but never will I see your kind as worthy.
That's fair. That's okay. Our minds can be broken together. See, that's interesting because obviously you burned the tree. Obviously, everybody knows that you burned the Ur tree in the base playthrough. But Mikola is in this cocoon thing and has been in the cocoon before we burned it. Additionally, this person just said that Marika burned the tree, but Marika didn't burn the tree. Melina did. Or we did, depending on your choices in the playthrough. In fact, my understanding is that Marika was, like, partially responsible for luring in the Erdtree, which is more or less a parasite alien. And so, I also know about Elden Ring that it likes to do this thing where multiple characters have the same name, so I wonder if somehow Melina is also Marika.
And yet my oath I cannot overlook. If Mikola it is whom you would seek, then, comrade, allow me to give you this.
I really don't know what to expect.
These are the sites of the crosses I found. I urge you, follow after Mikola. As long as you abide by his footfalls, you will be no enemy to me.
I like these characters. Okay. Check inventory. Okay. I can do that. I've been known to check my inventory in my day. Where's my cross map? Probably a note. Cross map. A simple map drafted by a horn scent. Oh, that's what they are. Locations with the locations of golden crosses. These crosses indicate Mikola's footsteps. Can I, like... is this all I get? It's probably all I get. This game isn't big on telling you things or wanting you to have fun or anything. It kind of wants you to have a really bad time. That's interesting, though. Or maybe it's not interesting. I haven't played enough of the DLC to know what is and is not interesting. But I can confidently say that this... Look how big this arch is! I think this is the biggest arch in Elden Ring. Also, I might need to lower my graphics settings. Like, I'm dropping to 45 FPS sometimes. Even now, I'm at, like, 55. You really are losing your mind. But that's okay. Cool little spirals. I'm a fan of spirals myself. Is this another of Mikola's crosses I just found then? Oh, I thought I was... Okay, I see. So there'll be another one up here then. Interesting. More fragments. Carved words coalesce. I abandon here a part of the flesh of my body. And I probably need... I need two. I only have one. Okay.
You must be the Tarnished. I am Ansbach. Formerly in service to Lord Moog, but now, like you, another soul guided by kindly Mikola. I'm hardly the steady hand I once was. My fighting days are far behind me, which is why I have chosen to dedicate myself to investigation, to discern Tender Mikola's ultimate purpose. I'd rather not volunteer service to a new master unless I know that I can be of use. May I request a service of you? 6 crosses, identical to this one, have been discovered in these lands. They are akin to Tender Mikola's footprints, or gravestones, which mark what he's left behind. If you discover any more crosses, be certain to tell me. I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Mikola is doing here.
I'm very
If
curious.
you discover any more, be certain to tell. I presume just what kind Mikola.
So far I've heard kindly Mikola, Mikola the kind, and tender Mikola.
Hello there. Together, we work. Together, for Mikola the kind. Many things we have found.
What you got for me? Rune arcs. Various livers. Totally normal thing to carry around. Note imparting knowledge in brief. Okay, I'll buy your note. I will also buy your rune arcs.
I like finding things. For you, Lady Leda, her allies, and the Forager brood. Things bring joy to all.
I like this character.
Like for you, things bring... Goodbye.
They always pick such good voice actors. Okay, let's read that note. By the Forager brood. Should you chance upon a sealed spirit spring, look for stacked stones nearby. By toppling them, you may break the seal. Really? How interesting that it says that nearby a big massive cliff. My brain gears are starting to turn a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Are you ready? Well, I don't know now. Bug ahead, therefore bow required ahead. I actually didn't expect this to open. Big doors are too scary. Oh, it's the cathedral from Bloodborne. Is this where we fight Lady Amygdala? Hi. Oh, it's a scorpion. Let's go, Scorp. Oh, oh. Wow, that was way easier than expected. That probably means it's a normal enemy. I don't care for that. Good thing I don't have scorpion phobia. Look at the detailing on these spirals. That's super cool. What in the bejesus is this? Ruh-roh. It's a whole army of them. Swing wildly. A little surprised they aren't like poisoning me. Revered Spirit Ash. Now they drop? One of them dropped, I think. Bolsters Revered Spirit Ash Blessing. Spirit Ash of those who came before, infused with potent spirituality, acquired from the corpses of Hornsent and other objects that ritually decorate townships and villages across the realm of Shadow. Consume these as sites of grace to bolster your Revered Spirit Ash Blessing. The Revered Spirit Ash Blessing bolsters both summoned spirits and spectral steeds' abilities to deal and negate damage, but has no influence outside the Shadow realm. The weathered corpse were called tutelary deities, and Revered Spirit Ash was said to quietly accumulate in the palms of their hands. This is an interesting approach. My understanding of this system so far is, because I had heard rumblings, maybe from you, Eli, about the fact that this game has some, or this DLC has some form of level scaling, which my immediate reaction was, please no, don't put level scaling in my Elden Ring. And it seems like this is a really interesting approach where you basically, it starts off, or at least it seems to be starting off, unreasonably difficult, and now I'm slowly going to scale it back down to normal. Let me go back outside and nah, actually I don't really use Spirit Ashes, so I'll go use it later. Big Scorpo. Oh, look at all the little Scorpos just chilling. Hello. Be wary of right. Thank you, other players. How kind of you. Spam R1. Spam R1. Bastard. God, breakable objects are just the best part of every Souls game. Never mind combat and lore and enemy design. None of that matters. Just give me more stuff to break. Dog ahead. That's true. Bellarat Tower Settlement. Also, I just realized I think I lost my 70,000 that I never spent. Wait, no, I didn't. I bought stuff. Never mind. Never mind. Yes. There we go. I'm becoming attuned with the Realm of Shadow. Neutralizing boluses. Is there a whole new status effect? Neutralizing boluses. Nope, just poison again. Treasure chest ahead. That's true. I can't lie, that is what was ahead. Open up. Methinks I may have found the first legacy dungeon of the DLC as I drop to 45 FPS again. Whoa. Look at the cloth. Whoa! You're not allowed to do delayed attacks. That's my move. So what's in the pool? Okay, actually these guys are really easy. And I was just mistiming the dodges. Not resin. Classic Dark Souls. Let me read up on not resin. See if there's anything interesting about that. I don't know if that's anything new though. I think it isn't new. Oh, buildup of sleep. Interesting. Because sleep was a mechanic in the base game, but I don't think it was used very much. And again, my understanding is that Saint Trina in this game is associated with sleep. And maybe Mikola too? Oh god. Is this going to be the sewers 2.0? I'm going to find the Dung Eater down here. Shocker. Mesmer Fire. Oh, that sounds badass. That'll be a weapon resin, right? So that's a usable item. We're back at the start. Tools. Mesmer Fire. Oh, that's cool. Solidified knot grease made from a mixture of incendiary materials, craftable item. Coats armaments, etc. Fire was a symbol of the crusade, and even Mesmer's rank and file soldiers would wield it. That was a similar description to the fire snake thing I got. Okay, so that's locked for now. It didn't say it does not open from this side, so that implies I can find a key for it. Oh, this is that note's like a Dark Souls 2 reference. This kind of looks like a giant tree. Oh! Okay. Hey, Prof. I did. I actually ended up beating him like very shortly after you hopped off yesterday, but I didn't end up starting the DLC until today because it turns out you have to beat Radahn as well as Mohg in order to access the DLC. There's no indication of that at all. I ended up just Googling it. Because my first thought following Mohg was maybe I need to beat Melania, and then I remembered, oh yeah, Melania kind of is awful to fight, so I gave it a few shots before giving up. And then realized that I had to kill Radahn, and so I just beat him off stream, and then I started the DLC on the stream. Yeah, I mean, Radahn was really easy to beat because, you know, I already knew him, and it seems like he didn't scale as hard in New Game Plus as everything else did. And then so far in the DLC, I haven't done a lot yet. Like, if you look at my map, I just spent a while exploring around here. I did eventually beat the guy in the Colosseum, or the mausoleum here, but it probably took like 15 or 20 tries is extremely difficult. And then I also took a handful of attempts at the big fire walking guys, and I determined that I just don't deal enough damage to kill them. Yeah, same. Well, and I gave it a few tries. Like, you can even dodge their fire steps. It's like, I can kill this guy. It's just going to be awful. I'm liking it a lot. I mean, I haven't done very much of it yet because I got bodied so hard. I was getting pretty salty at the boss in that mausoleum because I feel like some... One second, let me check what that is. Silverhorn Tender. I don't know if that's like a talisman or something. I keep forgetting you can look at the icons. One sec. Let's sort. I can't sort these. I can't sort these. Sort by order of acquisition. No, it's not. Sort by order of acquisition. Temporarily boosts item discovery. These trinkets were once symbolic of society's upper echelons. Yeah, I like it so far. I was getting salty at the guy because I felt that many of his attacks exhibited some of the more frustrating patterns in some of FromSoft's bosses. So, like, more so in Elden Ring than other Souls games, a number of bosses will have variable attack chains, which I think can work well or poorly depending on the specifics. And in this case, it worked poorly because this guy had a combo that could attack you so fast that even, like, doing a real quick poke like that, I didn't have enough time to dodge away. Which means that for all intents and purposes, many openings which I could have normally attacked in were taken away from me. It kind of seemed like the guy didn't have enough wind up on his animations. But I'm going to temper that statement as well because I got those Scadutree fragments or whatever it is. And my understanding, and don't confirm whether this is true or not, but my understanding based on the description is it might be the case. It might be the case that this DLC is basically intentionally overtuned in terms of difficulty, and then you're supposed to get those Scadutree blessings to bring it back down to something reasonable. And if that's true, then, you know, my complaints are basically moot, right? Because it's like, yeah, it's unfair, but it's supposed to be. It's a game mechanic that you eventually make it fair. Like I said, I'm inclined to believe that, both from the description of what those Scadutree blessings do, and also because after I used one, I had my best attempt on the boss, which might have been a coincidence. I didn't, like, pay close attention to the damage numbers, but that's my suspicion right now in any case. If that is how it works, I think that's just brilliant, because it's you could debate whether this is true. In my mind, that would more or less fix the question of do you have level scaling, right? For example, I was worried about being overtuned for the DLC, and it might be that I'm actually having an easier time with it than most people. Maybe other people are getting bodied even harder than I am. I really don't know. Whoops. I assume I can't pull out horse here yet. Well, I mean, it's difficult because it's without some form of level scaling. It is just logically an unsolvable problem, right? You cannot balance the game both for really high level players and really low level players, because you could theoretically get here really early. Like, you would have to be Radahn and Mohg, but, you know, you could get here at a significantly lower level than I am. I think I'm going backwards. But if the level scaling had been automatic, which, I mean, I still don't know for sure, of course, but if there had been, like, automatic level scaling in the form of, I don't know, something that, like, maybe World of Warcraft does or whatever, then I think I wouldn't have liked that. Because I think it takes away from this kind of sense of place in these DLCs to, or any game, to do aggressive. My god, I can't speak today. I think it takes away from a sense of place in a lot of games if they do level scaling that's too aggressive. Again, I'm not saying that as an absolute, because every game's different, but I hope it works the way that I think it does. This is reminding me of the Dark Souls 3 DLC so far. Oh, there's nothing here. I guess this would be like you can drop on the other side. Is there... Oh, there is something here. Or did I already come through? I think I already just came through here, actually. Okay, never mind. I went in a big circle. Oh, hi. It's interesting to me that so many of these enemies are kind of utilizing little bits of movesets from some of the notable bosses. Like that stomp attack is associated with the Crucible Knights and Godwyn. Or I guess Horlu. Let me go see what's down here before I continue. There's a little ledge I could have jumped up there too. I'm sure there will be some excellent fights. I have no doubt of that. I think I should have jumped up there and gone around. Anything else while I'm on the rooftops? Okay, back around. So last time I think I maybe jumped down onto the roofs. Oh no, that'll be some shortcut back later. We'll see. The thing that I'm wondering is, like, what is the nature of this place that I'm in, you know? Because, like, it isn't in the lands between. And I don't know if it's some dream realm or if it's like a real place that Miquella dreamed up. Like, I'm really not sure what to make of it. Have I been there? Yeah, that's where I just came from. Okay, there's nothing here. And so if this is some sort of dream realm or whatever, because who knows how long Miquella's been in that slumber, it might make sense that the apparitions in this dream, or however it's interpreted, might take on characteristics of some of the notable people in his life, of which I think someone like Godwyn would have been one. Well, that seems to be the central theme of the DLC. All these characters are telling me follow in Miquella's footsteps. One of them spoke of Miquella, like, promising deliverance from something or other, which implies... I don't know if that means that they've spoken with Miquella, or if that's just sort of a broader kind of mythology, you know, in the vein of like, God will deliver us from evil. Like, it doesn't mean that those people have actually spoken to God, right? So I'm really not sure what to make of it, but I'm intrigued. Where's this now? I'm getting turned around already. Elden Ring. Well, like, He's still there in the real world. I want to say there's something about him not aging, but then, like, given how huge he is in that cocoon, like, just his arm is, like, 6 feet long.
The grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do gem. Oh, wow. Okay, that catches you even if you're sprinting. Well, I also know that Miquella's an Empyrean, of which, like, Ronnie is also an Empyrean. I think that, I don't know if Malenia is an Empyrean. Fire Knight Quaylene. That's probably a reference to Dark Souls 1. Right, Quaylag, Quaylana. For this character to be named Quay is probably not a coincidence. God, these hits, though. Please do... I got stuck on the thing. Nope, no healing for you. Burn!
Graceless heathen, thou shalt not evade the flame of Messmer.
Crusade insignia. I assume that that's a talisman. Crusade insignia, a talisman depicting a raised spear on a backdrop of flames in remembrance of the lives lost in the sacred crusade led by Messmer. Raises attack power after defeating an enemy. Interesting. The warriors who fought in the crusade set aside both honor and mercy to wantonly impale and scorch those deemed impure. Those who felt invigorated by each cry of death were the same men who were certain of the sanctity of the campaign. Fun story, when I was heading down towards Malenia the first time, like heading down through that Fail roots of the Haley tree or whatever, I thought that it was secretly going to be some Blighttown reference. It wasn't, but it kind of gave me those vibes. So yeah, probably just a DS1 nod, not an actual connection. Not that I'm saying that you said that, but I thought it. Shriek of Sorrow. I don't really do Ashes of War very much. Shriek of Sorrow, skill utilized by the downtrodden scream, causing nearby enemies to flinch while also recalling deep-seated resentment, boosting attack power based on the amount of HP remaining, etc. I tend to not care about... Interesting. I tend to not care too much about Ashes of War because I don't really use them very much, and they tend to not really provide much lore either. I mean, mechanically it's Dark Souls 4. In terms of like the lore and narration, it isn't. I'm also wondering how the two fingers fit into all of this because, well, you know, there's two trees, therefore two fingers. So what else is here? There might be nothing else here, or maybe this ends up being like important later somehow. It certainly looks important. Oh, I can go up here, okay. Let me make one more pass just to make sure I didn't miss something obvious. Yeah, and I think there's probably invisible walls there. Generally in these games, when you have these doors that are like pretty obviously kind of chained and like blocked off in some way, they're usually just decorative. No, I think I played the Dark Souls 3 DLCs right when they came out. I did not... I still have... I've actually never played the Dark Souls 2 DLCs. And then Dark Souls 1 I didn't really get into at all until a few years after release. Fun story, I still have never beaten Dark Souls 1 kind of legitimately. I speedran it for a while, so I have reached endings many times, but I never actually beat it properly, casually. Oops. I think Dark Souls 2 is actually the first Souls game I beat. I did find one door down below that was marked as locked, so I'm going to have to find a key for that one. Well, I mean, so the quick history, as I played back in college, which would have been back in college, I worked at a software internship on campus, so that would have been in like the 2011, 2012 range. And I worked with a guy who was obsessed with Dark Souls, and I had actually played it before, but I kind of didn't get into it again until this person being kind of obsessed with it pushed me to try it again, and I bounced off of it because I sucked at it and I wasn't having any fun at all. Then later, I found just coincidentally found a speedrun on YouTube by a streamer named Elias, who these days he plays all sorts of things, but he got his start, I think, primarily as a Dark Souls speedrunner. And I watched an all bosses speedrun of that, which I found fascinating, not only because he was, you know, just didn't expect sound. Not only because he was making mincemeat of these bosses that had kicked my ass, but because the exploration in these games is so impressive, and I hadn't gotten to do very much of it in Dark Souls 1, right? Because I sucked. And so I got to see him kill all these bosses while also exploring a bunch of areas that I had only been hinted at, but had never been able to actually see. So that introduced me to speedrunning, and it got me back into the Souls series, and I think it actually introduced me to Twitch as well. I think maybe I had heard of it, but I hadn't really watched Twitch prior to about 2014. So a long time after that, like several years later, I actually spent some time speedrunning Dark Souls 1 all achievements. And, you know, that reinvigorated interest in the Souls series also led me to play Dark Souls 2, and then eventually Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 and Sekiro and etc., etc. Storeroom key. Opens the door to the storeroom on the second floor of Bellarat, the tower settlement. Yeah, Dark Souls got me into speedrunning. It isn't the first speedrun I did, but Dark Souls is the first speedrun I watched. The first speedrun I did was Ori and the Blind Forest, and then the second one was probably Guacamelee. And then I dabbled in a series of other games, spent a little bit of time with Super Mario Galaxy and Super Meat Boy and Jak and Daxter and a whole bunch of stuff. Oh. Where the heck is this now? Whoa! I found the key! Let's go! Well Depths key. A crude, corroded key opens the iron grating at the bottom of the Well of Bellarat. Okay, so I actually know where that is. Fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Guacamelee is fantastic. I think it's fantastic, but also I think it's even better as a speedrun. That's a clever... I wonder if you're supposed to get here from that rooftop. I don't really see another way, actually. And yeah, Ori is one of my favorite games to this day. It has, I think, the best platforming in terms of, not in terms of level design. I mean, Ori's level design is very good, but I think something like Celeste, for example, would have better level design. But in terms of just the feel of moving the character around, Ori is like the best platformer I've ever played, no question. I can imagine hypothetically being able to control Ori while playing, you know, the platforming sequences in some other game. And I can just imagine how fluidly that would control. Where am I going? I enjoyed the second Guacamelee casually. I didn't love it. I think I didn't play it nearly as much as the first game, so, you know, I don't have like a anywhere close to an encyclopedic knowledge of the game. But my feeling playing it was that they made the world too big, which meant that a lot of the backtracking time I was just kind of checking the map and going through the motions. I wasn't really... I was completing stuff for the sake of completion, not really because I was enjoying it, which on the one hand is on me, right? The game didn't make me go back and do 100%. But there are games, like Psychonauts 2 comes to mind, that I think make the 100% cleanup phase a real joy to do. And I think that Guacamelee 2 struggled a little bit in that phase of the game. So I liked it, but I didn't really feel compelled to spend a lot of time speedrunning it or anything. Additionally, something that I've grown more sensitive to in games in terms of like just something I kind of dislike these days, more so than I did before. What's stomping around? Oh. Is interruptions. It's part of the reason I like Souls games so much, is they very, very rarely wrench control away from the player. And that's something that Guacamelee actually kind of does poorly, is that it does frequently lock you into cutscenes where you have to mash through dialogue boxes and stuff. And I think that's one reason why I like the speedrun of Guacamelee 1 more than I enjoyed the game casually, even though I did still enjoy it casually. Is because in the speedrun you end up just teleporting around and you spend a lot more of the runtime of the speedrun actually playing the game. I didn't see a secret elevator there. So it's a lot of the combination of those smaller aspects of the game that have grown to become very important to me. I don't really want to rest because I'll respawn everything. Instead, I think I'm going to go find my way back down into the sewer. If I can find where that was again. Then again, I have 100... Well, I was going to say I have 164,000, but I need 256,000, so... Oh, also, I was going to check... Oh, this is only 7,500. The Shadow Tree is the shadow of the Ur Tree. No wonder grace shines ever so brilliantly. Well, that answers a very important question. That the Shadow Tree... That this isn't the burned Ur Tree we're looking at. It is literally the shadow of the Ur Tree. That's awesome. Okay, let's see if I can find that ladder again. Oh, that's not a body. Me too. I think it's a difficult thing to get right. Because the risk with making something a dream world is, number one, knowing that it isn't quote-unquote real can mean that you've lowered the stakes significantly for obvious reasons. And number two, the fact that a dream doesn't have to make sense can be used as an advantage. For example, I think the Bloodborne DLC does a really good job of that, where the areas you're traversing, like you go to the top of a clock tower and suddenly you're in like a rundown shanty town in the middle of an ocean. That doesn't make any sense physically, but that's fine because it's a dream world. But the downside of that approach is, you know, depending on the specifics, it can kind of rob you of a little bit of a sense of place. Where in a game like Elden Ring, for example, I think is very satisfying to look at a mountain in the distance and know that you can physically go there. And you could do that in a dream world too, but does that make sense where, like, given that areas can be really kind of abstract and disparate, that I would still view it probably positively, but it could be construed as a negative. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass here. This looks very poisony. Actually, is that sleep? No, it's probably poison. Okay, let's not actually, assuming it's poison, it's not poisoning me very fast. Oh no, we found the goop. Hello. You not want to come out of the goop? Well, but like something that I think Bloodborne does really well, and this is the thing in the base game too, because you go into the like Nightmare Frontier and whatever. Even though it is in that game, the nightmare is less an actual dream, and it's more like another plane of existence that was brought into being by these great ones. In fact, the whole, you know, Hunter's dream is a concoction of the moon presence. And I just find that so compelling. I mean, the whole theme of the game being like unknowable eldritch horror. The fact that shit doesn't always make sense, I think, aids that very well, where in another context it might harm the experience. Whoops. By the way, thank you, Miyazaki, for adding enough roofs that I can not get poisoned constantly. That note back there said strong foe ahead, therefore ranged battle. What strong foe ahead am I facing here? Yeah, or like in this game, right? It's titled The Shadow of the Erdtree. This realm that I'm in, it seems to not just be Miquella's dream. It's more like some magical plane of existence, or at least it kind of feels that way. What god-awful monstrosity is going to be here in the goop? Oh, I can't go up there. Let's make it over there. I like these other players all doing exactly the same thing. Is it another lizard? Yep. Maybe I just let myself get poisoned and stop fighting it. I don't know how far it's going to come over here. Oh, shit. I'm just going to fight it. I don't want to mess with the goop. Good thing I fought 20 of you in the base game. And good thing I have my black flame. Oh, I thought that was a different attack. Whoops. I got stuck in an animation there. I wonder if this is like going to put me to sleep or what this is, because this is such a slow delay. Oh no, it is just poison. I thought it might be something else. Run. I don't have much healing for this, though, is the problem. I'm just gonna have to kill it fast. What's your game plan? There you go. I actually really like fighting these things. I think they're really fun. something that impressed me casually and continues to impress me now is how clear the attacks are, despite them being these big, you know, honking enemies that you can't even see most of them on screen. It's still generally very clear to me what attacks they're doing. Nice. Maybe I should work my way back, because I am out of healing. And I think I have poison cures, so it's not that big a deal. I don't see anything else over there, so I'm going to assume that this whole excursion into this area was just to beat the big worm. And then I've already gone up there. So I came into here. Let me head up this way. Let me do the following. I think I have a thing that gradually restores HP. It slowly restores HP. Is that the one I want to replace? Sure. I don't know how gradual this is. It may or may not be worth... Actually, oh right, the poison. Okay, well the poison's going to be gone shortly. And then I'll get that very gradual health refill. Which at this point I'll take it just to try to push through to the next bonfire. I think the answer is that they didn't. Like, the way that you access the DLC in Dark Souls 1, which I'm guessing you know how that's done, is very famously obscure. And I actually watched a video from a YouTuber called Illusory Wall on the topic, and I didn't play the game at that time. My understanding, I don't think I can make it through here right yet, is that accessing the DLC was impossibly obscure, but for the real diehard members of the community, it wasn't as inscrutable as you might think, because apparently they already knew that it had something to do with Dusk and Ulasil, and you know, when you know these games as well as you do, and suddenly someone happens to kill that blue golem and gets some pendant that they've never seen before, obviously that's going to be notable. But yeah, for a more casual person, I don't know how you find it. I think you don't find it. And it's something that I think that From Software does badly. There are people who defend the inscrutable nature of it, and in this instance, I think it's dog shit that the game doesn't give you any clues, because that's not a puzzle. That's just either do everything randomly or go on the internet and look up the answer, and I think that's lame. The way I would describe it is that the Souls series, and particularly Dark Souls 1, like I know that Demon Souls already existed, but it was really Dark Souls 1 that I think launched the franchise's popularity. I think it succeeds in spite of FromSoft's weird quirks, not because of them. Like, I don't think Dark Souls 1 would be a worse game if it gave you a little bit better tutorialization and guidance. No jumping ahead, plump sort. That's funny. Well, it's an issue that Hollow Knight did a really, really bad job of it. Hollow Knight similarly dropped its DLCs and gave no indication at all. For one of the DLCs, it's reasonable because the Grim Troop like spawns in town, and just to put a very obviously important new thing in a central hub without saying anything else, that's perfectly reasonable. But in this game, it's like, go to Mikola and just do something. In this specific instance, it's not awful, because, I mean, anyone who played this game was going to be suspicious of that cocoon, and so you'd probably come and check. But I think it's still pretty lame that you can't, like, I don't know, talk to someone in the round table hold or something. And I should also be careful to qualify, there might be a clue to the DLC, right? There's a lot of characters to talk to in this game. I am just unaware of... I am unaware of such a hint if one exists. Whoa! That was awesome. Oh god, the queued attack. The queued attack! That was like a 2-second long buffered attack, and then I got stun locked to death. As an example of one of the From Software quirks that Dark Souls as a series succeeds at despite them, why the fuck, after this many games, has From Software not fixed their input buffering? Because it's broken. It's wrong. And the fix is trivial. The fix is, if your character is interrupted, clear the input buffer queue. That solves 100% of input buffering problems in the Souls series. And after like 15 years or whatever, they haven't fixed it. And the game is still fantastic, despite that, but it's wrong, and the game would be better if that wasn't a problem. Just like how you can lose lock-on and how the menus kind of suck and you can't pause the game. Like, none of these things are excusable. Oh no. More flies. I better spam R1 some more. Oh god. Oh god, I don't want to lose. I had a lot of money. No. I wonder if I have any... I can probably just eat a bolus, right? Yep, okay. It's actually funny, I have a phobia of bees and wasps in real life. So like these things don't really trigger that, but I don't love the sound of their buzzing. Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, after so long, the fact that they haven't changed it, like, I struggle to see how they could think it's good. Because I'd argue they are objectively wrong. And I don't... anyone who knows me will tell you I don't throw around the word objectively lightly. But in this case, I think it is objectively wrong behavior, given that they have to design the game for a wide audience. Whether or not... I don't know why you would think this, but it is technically subjective as to how input buffering, quote-unquote, should work, but given that FromSoft is designing their game for a wide audience, and most people will not want it that way, it is objectively the wrong choice for them, if their goal is to make the best game that they can. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to fight this guy. Bug joins the battle. Bug 2 joins the battle. Hey, bugs, can you bug out of here, please? Oh god, it's a bug jamboree. Run away. Yeah. One at a time. Run away. Oh, I should probably get my money, huh? Bury me with my money. Well, you know. Maybe it's kind of like how people used to think that, like, flies would, like, spawn just kind of out of nowhere. in like rotten food. I'm not trying to be a little peach when it comes to this guy either. I just want to fight him one-on-one and not with all his bug friends. God, maybe they really do spawn. Okay, I need to not get quite so wrecked by this character. Okay. Let's have a fight. Okay, that's a kick. I mentioned this a little bit ago. Something I'm trying to do with this DLC is, with a lot of these bosses, I tend to just, you know, they have so many attacks that you tend to just kind of panic and like flail, and I'm trying to not do that. I'm trying to actually learn their moveset, even if it's complicated. I may or may not succeed at that, but I'm trying to. Oh. Horned Warrior's Sword. Oh, also I should have put this thing back on. Show me the Horned Warrior's Sword. Also, can I drink this? Horned Warrior's Sword. Curved sword of the Horned Warriors, keepers of the tower. The ornamental tangled horns allowed the blade to serve as a medium for horn calling. Horn calling invoked tangled horns to cover the blade's weapon's blades, drive the weapon into the ground, calling up a cluster of piercing horns. Thank you. Rule number 1 of Dark Souls is don't panic. Same rule as oh shit, cool. Same rule as Rocket League and Overwatch. Poisoned hand. What's a poisoned hand? That kind of looked like a spell, maybe? It's a fist weapon. Ugh. A glove stitched together from the flayed skin of the victims of a butcher's bloodbath. Dear Lord. Afflicts target with deadly poison. Raises attack power when poisoning occurs in the vicinity. Forged of an unyielding black impulse towards revenge fostered in those who have had everything burned or stolen from them. These are the weapons of the utterly downtrodden. Makes hand into the shape of a spear before unleashing a plunging attack, a plunging stab that penetrates the body of the enemy. Afflicts foe with a large dose of deadly poison. Cool. Well, that's the thing with the Soul series. Like, I've mentioned a time or two that I like to play games as blind as possible. And, like, I'm coming into this DLC with the accumulated knowledge of the Soul series and Elden Ring, of course. And I knew, like, that it had something to do with Mikola, but I really genuinely knew nothing else at all. With the Dark Souls series, though, like, if you had never ever played a Souls game, that's one of the rare occasions where I think a very small amount of, not guidance in the specifics, but more in an approach to the mindset of the game, I think can be very effective. Like, just to tell someone, hey, you're going to get fucking killed over and over again. That's okay. Try to view the deaths not as a punishment, but as a learning opportunity. Because what you'll realize is that at first the enemies and the bosses will body you and you'll just feel like you're up against a brick wall and you can't do anything. But once you learn their attack patterns, you make the crucial realization that they are subject to the same limitations that you are. Meaning that they're going to whiff an attack and then you can punish them. And they will have predictable attacks such that after a while, you can just download the enemy and just run circles around them. And that's where the enjoyment comes from for a lot of people. You know, but just having that knowledge, like, you're going to get wrecked, that's okay, I think could go a very long way towards helping people get into the game if they never had. Because at this point, Dark Souls has influenced the games industry enough that I don't know how necessary such a warning would be, but certainly closer to release, that was very, very different, because the trend in gaming in the early 2010s was like to handhold the player pretty frequently. I don't think there was anything else in the swamp there, so I'm just gonna... You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go back down in a sec because I want to level up. Yeah. And I needed how many? 256. Perfect. Yeah, maybe it leads somewhere else, but I didn't see anything else immediately. I guess let's just pump more points into... I guess just... Oh, whoops, I did my math wrong. Whoops. I've made a crucial error. Pull up. I can certainly see why. One thing I did see about this DLC is that it was getting very, very high praise, which by itself you have to take with a grain of salt, because a lot of shit gets really hyped, you know, before people have time to really properly digest it. But given that this is FromSoft, you know, I'm willing to believe that, yeah, it probably really is that good. So I think I came from that way. Did I not? I did not. I have not been in here. Hello. Oh god, this one's so much stronger. Oh, I see. This one's got like super armor. Goodbye. Yeah, that's the other thing, is for a DLC to take, you know, 2 years. That's a lot. Oh, bone bow. A crude short bow fashioned from sickly bone. Ooh, a sickly bone. A medium for spirit calling, and a product of the ancient hexing arts of the tower. Cool. Also, just to be thorough, I just got a liver. Fresh organ of a spider scorpion. It is referred to as a liver, but no one is quite sure of its purpose. Found by hunting spider scorpions, a delicacy known for its numbing toxins. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a streamer that I watch who has mild arachnophobia, and nailed it. Some of the encounters in this game certainly, this game and some of the other Souls games certainly didn't do him any favors. Like Bloodborne has a section, well, Bloodborne has a lot of spiders in it, or spider-like things. You know, you fight something like Rom the Vacuous Spider, but it's kind of abstract, like it doesn't really look all that much like a spider, really. But then you go into the Nightmare, and those things are like heavily detailed, like hairy, creepy as hell spiders. Like when I first got to the underground area with like the... Oh, hey, I'm on the other side of this. Hi. Oh, I was going to try to wave at him. I thought that the things underground were going to be really waspy, and they were only partially waspy, so I've already been here, so it was fine. Oh, when did I... Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay. I've got my bearings now. It's all coming together. No, 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 no. Put that fire back in your mouth. Your beak, sorry. You keep that beak zipped. Technically, I sort of went in a circle. You know, these birds are really mercifully easy to kill. Like, once you knock them down. Whoa! Who's casting long-range spells on me? This really is the Dark Souls 3 DLC. Like, with those turtle enemies that kill you. How did you get up here? Did you jump up here? God, you know what is amazing? I say this every time I don't stream all that frequently anymore, and mostly I'm streaming, like I said this yesterday, I would genuinely enjoy streaming this and talking through, even if not a single person showed up for the entire playthrough. But the other reason that I'm streaming is just to have a, oh god, this is a new moveset. It's just to have an archive of the playthrough, since I think it's fun to watch back. And I spend a lot of my time watching other people play games. And so it's one of my favorite things about a new release, is that I get to look forward to having a ton of hours of playthroughs to watch, especially for a big long game like Elden Ring. You know, here's my entertainment for the next 2 months as I watch other people play this in spurts. Yeah, I'm certainly having that experience as well. Let me stretch. Okay, pretty quick to get back. And so I just need to go kill the birds again. No. Uh-oh. Now there's a bird behind me. Now there are 2 of them. This is getting out of hand. Whoa! Hello! I'd like to unsubscribe from Birds Weekly, please. I think you need some of that variety, though. Like, this would be pretty miserable if every single enemy was just the kind that kills you. Come at me, you brute. That's a 5-piece combo, okay. Oh, that's the big shoulder charge. Good lord. Let me heal. Let me heal. Oh, I thought he'd drop. I'm not above cheesing. Let's go. If you think I'm too honorable to do this, you're wrong. Mini-boss defeated. Across the bridge we go. So where does this lead? Shortcut ahead? Be wary of left. Get out of my face, you shadow beast. That's a new area. That might be survivable. Oh. Okay, there's a ladder. Broken rune. Only 500 of them. Is that an item? No. I love the little ghost system. I'm not really very interested in, like, playing PvP in these games, but the, like, asynchronous multiplayer stuff is... It's very clever for a few reasons. You know, it's something that I think is really interesting about the Soul series, and something that I think... I mean, there's a lot of Souls-likes out there. It's something that I think I've seen a lot of other Soulsy games kind of get wrong, is that despite this game being this dark, bleak world and everything's dead and decaying and everyone goes insane and the game kills you constantly, it's actually a fairly lighthearted experience, kind of counterintuitively, right? Because you get to just mess around and use like funny weapons, and the fact that you can see little ghosts from other players, and the fact that you can see messages on the ground, that not only serves as, you know, like a hint system for certain players, but also it just lends this sense of community, but without bogging you down with actually having to do matchmaking and shit. And it's also nice because from a technical perspective, you can do these asynchronous multiplayer features, and they're much, much easier to program than proper real-time networked action gameplay, which this game does still have, of course, because it has, you know, a more traditional multiplayer. But I'm a big fan of it. I think it's awesome. It's something that I didn't play very much of Death Stranding. Maybe I'll go back to it at some point, but it's something that I think that Death Stranding actually did kind of well too. Is those asynchronous multiplayer features. I want to read up on that moth stuff. A species of fungus known for its deathly sweet stench. Found by hunting manflies. Cultivated using the flesh and blood of manflies, they can serve as pot innards. Just saying hello to my cat. My cat was very brave today. I had a tornado warning earlier, and so I had to take my kitty cat and shove him in his carrier and go down to the garage. And he was very brave. Yeah, I liked what I played of Death Stranding. I didn't stop playing it because I was disliking it. I just, you know, like a lot of games, I just kind of fell off of it. Also, I had it on PS4, and so it was at only 30 FPS. I think I would like it a lot more at 60 FPS on PC. Aw. So, my question is, Miyazaki, what are you hiding? Because this is just a whole place, and I'm not seeing much to it. So it could also be that this is just meant as an exit point to fall off from up there. Because otherwise I'm not seeing anything down here. So maybe going in reverse is another option. I feel that way too. The first one I found was in Raya Lucaria, you know, so that took me a fair number of hours to even get there. And it was just like, oh my god, there are actual illusory walls in Elden Ring. I can't believe it. Yeah, maybe there's just multiple paths through this area. Maybe that's how it works. Stop with your casting. Is he buffed right now? Did you see how much damage that did? Did a lot of damage. Maybe that was just a counter hit. I have not played Code Vein. I did play Lies of P. Lies of P I thought was excellent. I have a few gripes here and there, of course, but it is I haven't played a huge number of Souls-likes, but I've watched a lot of Souls-likes, which I know is not the same as playing it, but I mean, it still tells you a lot. And Lies of P is unquestionably the best Souls-like that was not made by FromSoft. Look at the shadows at the time of day. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, it just made a lot of really, really smart choices. On top of, you know, just having... Oh, those guys, right. On top of having shockingly good animations. Just incredible animations. But a lot of really good mechanics, too. Like the fact that you can claw back one and only one heal in a fight leaves you like constantly on the... Hey, I fought one of you earlier. Leaves you constantly on the, you know, brink of defeat. Makes it very tense, which I think is awesome. Oh, got me. Spam, 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 spam. Okay. Whew. Well, I'm out of healing again. I'm alive. That's something. Come on, game. You've put me through all these mini bosses. You've got to give me a side of grace or a shortcut back. Enemy ahead. Now that looks like you could run up it, right? Maybe it's just decorative. That looks a lot like you could run up it. Pff, enemy ahead. No, there isn't. There's a side of grace ahead. Oh, whoops, I have a thing to use. Yes. This is something that I think Elden Ring gets right, that the other Souls games are a little more inconsistent on. I'm not going to summon this. So this appears to be some sort of major boss. Like, the second Dark Souls 3 DLC, Ring City, I thought was very disappointing. Not overall. Overall, I really liked it, but in a specific way, which is that you get to explore only a very, very tiny part of the actual Ring City, even though you can see all these other areas in the distance. And I think in Elden Ring, they do a much better job of, like, you can't go to literally every single landmark, but, like, in the base game, you can see these incredibly far-off areas, and you actually go there. You know, you even get to go to places like Farum Azula or the Lake of Rot. And I think it's awesome. Alright, let's see what this is about. I'm excited to get annihilated multiple times by whatever's in here. I really don't know what to expect, like, thematically from these bosses, you know? Oh, God.
O horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered, take root inside the tower's sculpted keepers, and perched within, we beg of thee, rise.
Who's speaking? Is that Mikola?
Dance and kavod, cleanse all that know it. Cruelty, woe, and those who plague the tower. Cleanse away the strumpet's vile progeny.
Well, this thing's terrifying. Oh, good God. Divine Beast Dancing Lion? What the heck? What is this? Is it a human? In like a mask? Like, what is this thing? A little bit of a frame spike there. I am not doing well on these attacks right now. That's probably a grab. God, this movement's wild. What the hell is it, like two people in a trench coat? Do I have the appropriate, yeah, okay. Those smoke effects look really good. Follow up. It's got a big old tail. Okay, one sec. I kind of want to get my apple juice over here. One sec. I keep getting hit by that one in particular, and that one, and also every other attack. Chomp chomp? No. Oh, that's a different smoke attack. Get off of there. Miyazaki, are you okay? Divine Dancing Beast Lion. Okay, so that's a 1-2. Music's good. God, this guy's just so fast. Oh, he's standing now when he does that. Okay. What are you doing? This is like not dissimilar to some of the... Okay, so I'm gonna have to learn to dodge those for sure. Oh, I need to drink my other sippy juice too. 1, 2? No, just the one. I think that's a double hit. It's a triple hit. Triple hit maybe followed by the smoke. What is this? Oh! Phase 2. Okay, that double hit I recognized. It might be that I have to keep moving here. Wait. Okay, so you can dodge... Huh. This fight's amazing. I've never been so happy to be ruthlessly destroyed. Triple threat with the Spinarooey. Yep. Yep. Spinaroo smoke. That was bad timing on my part. I think he grabbed me. Hello. What a cutie pie. Well, this guy's just misunderstood. Sometimes I think FromSoft music goes a little too hard, in the sense of like maybe it doesn't need to be a loud cacophony all the time. That was right. Wait, he's gonna do the starting attack. Ready? Yeah, see, I'm learning. Well, I was learning for just a moment. I'm having a hell of a time reading this guy for some reason. One, two, and then the Spinaroo smoke. Yep. Okay, so I'm not dodging that correctly. I tried to dodge through it and it didn't work. Maybe I need to dodge like directly to the right. That's right, I'm starting to download this guy. Wait. Yep, big head. Let me see if I can dodge the Spinaroo smoke. Yeah, I don't know if I've dodged that successfully yet. One delayed hit, Spinaroo smoke. Okay, so I just need to dodge a little earlier. That's the grab. Yep. Joke's on you, I'm alive. It just healed. Did you see that? I'm not sure what the trigger point for that heal was, but it totally just healed. Apparently, it did something to heal. I'm not sure what triggered it. You know what it was? I think... This is my theory. I think that after it grabbed me, it, like, leeched me somehow, and when I healed, it turned around and healed itself instead. Spinneroo Smoke, yep. And then the follow-up. Okay, there we go. I'm starting to download this guy. There's the grab, yep. Okay, this guy isn't so bad. I mean, I'm not doing very much damage, but... Okay, that one keeps hitting me, though. One slow second hit, and then he's going to do the Spinneroo Smoke. And then I can safely get some hits in. I got a little greedy there, but the logic was sound. Chomp chomp. Yeah, that one's hard for me to dodge. Yep, and then just the straight hits. And then it does that. Spin, spin, Spinneroo Smoke. Dodge. Okay, and I need to dodge to the right on that, not straight. And then we start on this. I mean, they might have. I don't know. Certainly wouldn't shock me if there were a bunch of patches shortly after release. Okay, so here's the new plan. Immediately Black Flame, because he's going to do the big attack. And I missed. Get away from smoke. So that attack is actually free damage. That smoke looks really good. Just get away from that. I'm wondering if it's because he healed. Like, maybe it's based on total damage. A lot of Black Flame damage there. Good. Spin. Spin. Wait for the spinner. Oh, wait. Okay, I tried to wait on the Spinneroo Smoke, but I lost it. Yep, there's the grab. There we go. That one used to hit me a lot. Spin. Spin. Hits. Spinneroo Smoke. Dodge. Okay, I need to dodge a lot faster on that. And then there's another follow-up. Crap. Okay, so it seems to always start facing you, and that means that I could turn to the side. If I dodge to the right, I would do okay there. And then that's always a double hit there too. Early. Okay, so I'm gonna test something. See how he chomped me? Watch me heal. Yeah, did you see how it went into him? He like sapped me and made my heal go into him. That's amazing! Good job, Miyazaki. I know you made this game by yourself, and you did a great job. Yeah, there's like a blood effect on me. That's badass. I would like to beat this guy today. I don't have anywhere to be. I don't have like a time limit on my stream, but if I can beat this guy, then maybe I'll call it there for today. Oh, it started with a different attack this time. Wait, dodge right to get away from the first smoke. Yeah, every auteur game is made by just that auteur and no one else. I deserve that. I got tail whipped. How embarrassing. I just need to stretch, that's why. I wasn't even trying before. Now that I'm trying, it's all going to be different. That attack's hard for me to see. I think he like shakes his head before he steps forward. That attack's hard for me to see. And I keep getting hit by the 1-2s as well. Whoa, whoa! Okay, so he can just open with that. Wait. Yeah, see, it does that afterwards. That's what I keep getting hit by. I can't... The camera's fucking up my roll angle on the smoke. One, 2, 3, and the smoke. It looked like it did 360 on the smoke. It didn't do more than that. There's some hits. Good. Oh, that was a 3-piece combo. Okay. Yeah, that's the same attack that killed me last time. Okay, so the 2-hit can be a 3-hit. I wonder if it's only a 3-hit if you get hit on the second one? I don't know. This guy's hard. Okay, so now I know that he can open with a smoke attack. Yep. Good. Good. Okay, and then don't get greedy on the... See, that was the 3-piece combo. That's the steppy. 1, 2, follow up, smoke, smoke, follow up. 1 hit, not 2, because it does that. I can't see. Oh, that had much longer range than I thought it did. One, 2, dodge, dodge right, dodge, dodge the follow-up. And then miss. God, that big steppy is big damage. Every time. It's okay, I'll learn eventually. It may take me another 50 deaths, but one day I will learn. Mark my words. I won't always get hit by that. That one I actually saw coming. I just messed up the dodge. I need to defend myself. Almost. I think I need to lose the lock on there. Yeah, to make sure I dodge the right way. Big steppy. There we go. So how do I account for the... Whoa, okay. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, he's pulling out moves from the base game. There's probably a lore reason for that. Well, that's just entirely too much lightning. I'm not allowed to have that much lightning. I'm gonna have to figure out how to dodge the circle of lightning too. One... Oh, that's a whole different move. Oh, we're frost now. That's an... Oh, he's got Hoarfrost Stomp. What the fuck? Go back to pre-patch Elden Ring, you cheating son of a bitch. Ah! Run! Thank you, Prof. I'm fucked. What in the... Miyazaki, there's too much lightning. Stop. That's enough. Uh-oh. You just threw a tornado at me. I just experienced, like, close to a tornado IRL. I've had enough of your tornadoes, Miyazaki. I might not be able to beat this guy. I didn't even get it down to half. I've got to stop being hit by those. Early. I wonder what this guy looks like staggered. I'll probably never find out. Maybe I need, like, fire damage or something. Well, this is going better, though. A little. Okay, I dodged one lightning. I can't see. I gotta get some distance. Yeah, I can't see. I think I need to lose my lock on more frequently in this fight. I'm trying to dodge roll Miyazaki. Wait, he's gonna throw a tornado at me. Run. Yep, okay. God damn it, this is cool. Okay, so that does a lot of frost. Oh, that's a Hoarfrost Stomp, right? That's the big steppy. I've seen that before. Yeah, that has an explosion on that one now. I need to dodge forward through that. Oh, we're wind now? Okay. Run. Okay. Is he gonna do a tail swipe? No, we're lightning now. I am actually getting a feel for this. Slowly but surely. Phase 2, he cycles... I don't know if there's a precise order to it, but he cycles in some order between lightning and frost and wind, which seems to primarily apply modifiers to the attacks while also granting just like 1 or 2 new ones. For example, the ability to throw lightning or do Hoarfrost Stomp. Yeah, I need to lose the lock on those. It messes up my dodge angles. I'm also learning the way that this boss moves, like he frequently moves just a little bit out of melee range, like right there, but he also likes to turn around to be able to see you. Which means often if I just take a step forward, I can get attacks where otherwise I would have missed. Then we dodge. Okay, that didn't start at the angle that I thought it would. I think that's on me. Like that one, for example, if I try to swing, I'm just going to miss, so... Okay, okay. Locking on for just a moment there helps. Yep, and there's the third hit. And the tail swipe. Get some black flame in. That was weird. I'm not sure what happened there. He, like, turned around or knocked me back into his second hit or something. That was odd. I mean, the primary problem here is I'm just dealing so little damage. What? I dodge rolled that. Excuse me? So now how long does this last, I wonder? I wonder if this heals him. Nope. Is this permanent? Like, when does it go away? When do I get to heal? Oh, it's gone. Okay, so it does actually have an expiration. That's good. Miyazaki. The camera Miyazaki. That's another one of the quirks of this series, is it's really mixed results when it comes to handling the camera on large enemies. Like, this boss, for some reason, doesn't seem to zoom the camera out, which is why the camera gets all fucky. And some of the large enemies, it does do that, and it makes the fights just infinitely more enjoyable. Like, you can deal with it. The answer is drop the lock on, but, like, it's just odd. It's inconsistent. And like right there, the hard part isn't dodging those attacks, it's fighting the camera to dodge it, roll in the right direction. Okay, that's how I do with that attack. Good. That... I don't know if I've seen that attack. God, he enters his face so early. Okay, let me figure out how to deal with this. So that was just a plain old miss. That was the same attack as before, and I just got wrecked. And then I need to be prepared for the jump. Wait. Same thing again. That's my fault. I think maybe it's something to do with the performance. I've been playing the DLC now for 3.5 hours. I think it's dropping inputs, not frequently. But there's been just a handful of dodges where it's like, I don't think that was a timing problem. I think that was a dropped input. Maybe I'm just coping. Why did that hit me? I dodged to the right. There we go. This also might be the sort of thing where, I don't know, maybe I can't feasibly beat this because I'm just doing so little damage, you know? I have to just play perfectly for so long, or well for so long. Late. Did the game make some change to the length of time you're on the ground? I feel like I'm getting knocked down, and I can't do anything for, like, quite a while afterwards. It's probably always been that way. It's not looking good. He's going to go into phase 2, yep. Oh my gosh, I dodged it. Let's go. I actually dodged that a little bit. I think I tend to panic in this phase rather than, you know, realize that most of the attacks are the same. I just have to account for the electricity, you know? Which, you know, saying just account for the electricity is like, just dodge all the attacks, forehead. But, you know, there's some validity to like, no, you just... It's mostly the same attacks as before, you just need to account for the variance. And I'm dodging that one early, too. And that one late. Run. Wait, dodge. I think wind is relatively easy to dodge. This one I have to dodge forward on the Hoarfrost Stomp. Well, not that early, but something like that. Ooh, that was dangerous. Yeah, see, that's the same dodge as before. I just have to do it right. Not like that, which was wrong. That I'm okay with missing the dodge on because I have not seen that attack very many times yet. We in wind form now. No, we are in ice form now. Okay, I want to figure out how to dodge that. I think it's probably just a forward dodge. I've gotten below half, though. It's progress, a little bit. Not for much longer, because I'm going to get killed in 10 seconds, but a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can't actually start to download these attacks. That's the step E. And then this is one where he throws a thing at you so you run. And then that he likes to follow up, so I need to be careful of it. And then he throws wind at you. Yep, more wind. Getting there. I'm going to give it... Thank you. I'm going to give it... I'm going to give myself a cutoff at 4 hours, so that's 16 minutes from now. Arbitrarily. Honestly, Prof, that's fine, because that kind of gives me an excuse to hop off at a reasonable hour. Thanks for chatting. It's been fun chatting with you. I plan to stream this whole playthrough, so have a wonderful night. Zoop. This would be a good Black Flame opportunity when he does that. Whoops. Yeah, see, that one I messed up because I got the angle wrong at the start. God, what a cool boss, though. It's getting... There's a lot of frame rate dips in here, too. I swear they keep you on the ground longer than they did before. I don't think I understand. The problem is, like, it's easier for me to not lock onto that attack as he goes over you, but then it means that it's harder for me to know where his smoke starts. Okay, let's figure this out. I think that one I don't quite understand the radius of the lightning and how to dodge that effectively. Is he gonna throw lightning? It seems to be a similar sequence when he does the lightning. And like now a lot of these hits are doing frost damage, so I'm not always sure how to get away from it. Okay, you can dodge through it. Good. Yeah, see, and then that one has a big hit too, so you can get some hits on the back. Makes sense. And I need to be kind of far away on that one. Bad timing. My bad. And then you have to get... A lot of these hits that previously I can kind of just hump his body and get hits, now I need to run away. Because they have area of effect hits. Like that. And then he likes to follow that one up close. He's switching frequently now. I really need to get a handle on the starting angle for that spin, or it's going to fuck me up every time. Was that a new attack sequence? He just walked up and attacked me. That felt different to me. Maybe the answer is dodge away. I've been kind of trying to dodge through him. Maybe that's a mistake. Okay, that one I have to be ready for, too. Lightning is the worst one because I don't know if those bolts of lightning are coming down randomly or not. I know that they're telegraphed on the ground, but like they come down fast enough that you kind of have to have a rough idea of where they're going to be before they land. I'm going to give it one more attempt. One more attempt this evening, and then that'll be enough. This boss is amazing. It's just, it'll take me a bunch of tries. Oh, I thought that was a different attack. Whoops. Really bad start. Yeah, see, I think that's the way to dodge it. That's way better. Maybe I'll go for some staggers. I haven't really tried that yet. Dodging backwards works way better, I've determined. Whoops. No follow-up? Okay. Oh, that has a... I didn't know that had a follow-up. Here we go, phase 2. Good. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, the lightning kind of seems to spawn randomly. I don't know if it actually is random, but it feels random. I'm struggling with the big steppy for some reason. Run. Early, way early. Let me just back away from this time. I thought I dodged that one. I'm not sure how I'm getting hit on some of these. Okay, and I'm learning that when he goes into his spin like that, he doesn't always change elements. Fucking camera, please, Miyazaki. Please, Miyazaki. I couldn't see the boss for the last 15 minutes, and it's dropping down to 45 FPS constantly. Every time he slams, the frame rate drops to 45 FPS. Every time. Well, I'm just going to end on a salty note. I lied. One more attempt. One more attempt will bring me close to a solid 4 hours. So, one more attempt. One more attempt. This is the actual last one, though. Something's wrong. It's making me stay on the ground way longer than it should. To the point it's getting very frustrating. thought I could get a jump attack on that. I'm going for staggers here. I don't know why I find that one so hard to dodge. I mean, the frame rate's really not helping here. Maybe next time I have to drop to medium quality or something rather than high, because, I mean, it's dropping to 45 FPS every single slam with particles on it. It seems like the camera, like, gets stuck, like, and it doesn't really know how to recover. Does this guy ever stagger? Oh my god, he does. How much is this gonna do? Fair amount. Whoops. Forgot I already drank that. Okay, and you can't actually get the free hits at the start anymore. Maybe I just have to accept that I'm just going to get hit by lightning during that and just eat it. Okay, dodging backwards there helps. That was like 4 Black Flame hits in a row. That's awesome. Run away, run away. Tail swipe? He likes to do the tail swipe, yep. That's more like it with the Black Flame hits. That was really, really good. I'm very proud of that. Bad heal, bad heal. Tried to dodge away from that. I need to lose the lock on there too. I'm trying to get a bunch of Black Flame hits here. How did I survive that? Let's just back away from this. Come on, Black Flame hits. Oh no. I can't heal. This might kill me outright. Oh, okay. I got him so close, you son of a gun. Okay, so I'm gonna call it stream. But the way the Souls bosses work is that I'm gonna get him like second or third try when I play this again. This boss is fucking awesome. I don't care for the fact that the lightning seems to spawn randomly, but I might be wrong about that. Anyway. That was awesome. Can't wait to try it again. See ya.